because of the claw and the pressure.
Do they need tankiness, or do they want to go for... Because they already went the control route.
Uranus or Yuzhong, honestly. Or Phoveus, of course.
Oh. How about that for BREN Esports?
Right, so that's a direct answer to Benedetta. So...
Okay,
Amplifies
we got a
things.
fight, guys.
The thing
This
is
a fight here we're about to witness.
the problem you have with Phoveus is that you don't have the lockdown that you wanted.
Oh, you're thinking about the CC for team fights.
Exactly, but you have damage. So it's a straight up offense again for BREN Esports. Fully baked
For
Spanish bread once again.
Let it out. Let everybody smell that freshness of bread. But now you're just hearing the crowd from both sides of the teams into the last match of this series. We're taking it to game number 5. Who will go down in the lower bracket? Will it be BLACKLIST International or will it be BREN Esports?
They're going to have to really dig deep here. And BREN, you have to hope that the real-world manipulation and the Circling Eagle will be enough of crowd control to hold down the BLACKLIST squad, because it is really a tall order.
We're back in the game, and it's game number 5. And we're about to witness something different right now.
Oh, this is very, very crucial. Who, in a way, BLACKLIST International can win the mid game. But early game, I think I'm going to have to side with BREN Esports here because of the presence of the Matilda plus the Balma. It's very strong in the early stages.
But the answer...
Top lane. Phoveus without the ultimate is not a counter to the Benedetta.
No. Utilizing the early game, it's just Benedetta things.
Until level 4, you have to concede.
Okay, now, because of that first blood, honestly, I think that this is already BLACKLIST-sided.
All right. Tempo just suddenly changed.
Yeah, it's not an hyperbole. That is such a big trade-off. That BLACKLIST International, yes, exactly.
Yep, Wise will suffer some damage, but again, that was because of Ogwen's Soul Bloom early game advantage.
Yep.
And Kaltizi's damage as well. The rest of BREN, though, will have to back off a little bit and play more defensively.
Yep. Well, speaking of defensively, they need more time to amp themselves for level 4. And the most crucial part here is the first turtle of the game. And right now, onto the early game, it's just Ogwen trying to get vision and also movement speed for the team. But he's not risking of getting too deep inside of BLACKLIST International because it's dangerous having Oh My Venus into the Faramis from now on.
Yeah, but 10 seconds on the Lord. BLACKLIST are already getting into position to take this turtle.
Yeah, he does have the advantage. A little bit of an XP advantage, but you see Haji and Wise already in an aggressive maneuver. Might be able to pin him down, but Kyle, can he escape this? No, he can't.
No, that's the full damage of the Feathered Airstrike alongside.
Faramis ult!
Oh my god!
No way!
Oh My Venus coming in so clutch, saving the Forza. And here's Edward with the 2-man Petrify chasing up on the Ogwen. They can't contest. Edward gets the kill as well. And that's going to be Turtle going over the BLACKLIST.
Oh, the timing.
It's not over. This is fights coming in. Super Marco spots one, and that's Edward Haji going back for the defense. Your BREN Esports trying to fight back for a counter, but that's a turtle rather, an objective for BLACKLIST International.
That was a good punch back from a haymaker being given by BLACKLIST. BREN Esports, they knew that the BLACKLIST members were low, and they take full advantage of that.
In all due fairness for BREN Esports, they have found a big opening afterwards. Despite them trailing heavily in the turtle fight, they still found something, so the lead will not be immense in the favor of BLACKLIST International. By the way, so one move that you can do so that you'll be able to get level 4 on your mid lane and your position 5 is to park your mid laner in the X lane for one wave. Since they got the kill up top, Haji had the luxury of getting into level 4. So that meant that they left Oh My Venus, the roamer, in the mid lane alone. And that's why he was able to get the ultimate up. And surely, few as well as Kaltizi did not see that coming. That's why they fought under, right after the ultimate, and of course, even after the real world manipulation, because of that Faramis ultimate, they got scot-free, but BREN Esports still found an opening afterwards.
Ooh, denial on Ogwen here. And so far, I think, yeah, that's actually exactly what happened. And that allowed Edward to actually have the opportunity to attack from the back earlier, right?
Yep.
And that's why they got that kill again.
Yeah, speaking of parking, there's no way that they can just fully wait. They need to utilize how they can rotate the map, get on the trade objectives, because this is Edward being aggressive, plus Haji.
Yep.
Getting so much zone for Blacklist International right now. Owen being in trouble. Oh,
Goes
not connecting.
Shadow Stampede barely missing on the leash distance.
Yeah, it did not connect.
Did not proc. Yep.
But BREN Esports here are eyeing something on the mid lane.
They stole the purple buff.
So purple, but that is retribution not available for Kaltizi.
Oh my
That
gosh.
might be the plan all along for Blacklist International, but
Blacklist doesn't know.
Blacklist,
I don't think they know, man.
they know because Kaltizi utilized that for the steal, but Kaltizi's retribution will be up in 10 seconds. They have taken so much of the time, and this is because of Ogwin just attracting the aggro of the turtle. Now a big advantage for BREN Esports.
Going straight into the Faramis here. Pandora trying to jump in on Oh My Venus. Flicker going to be used here by the Faramis. Kyle TZ will get that turtle, and now it's going to be BREN Esports going on the chase. They take out Oh My Venus, and that's only going to be for a moment. But again, small advantages start boiling up here, start rolling into a ball here for BREN Esports.
That's what you get when you have a Balmond in your hand. Use the retribution, you have the lethal counter.
My God, despite one death on Kaltizi, he's still making up for his mistakes in the early stages, and this proves to be one of the better usages of the Balmonds. He stole the purple buff, and instead of conceding the second turtle, Ogwin actually went in to take the aggro of the turtle so that they can buy enough time for Kaltizi to have that retribution up. When Weiss went in for the pin down using the heavy spin, he still managed to get the retribution, which is great. And also, they isolated Oh My Venus. That's the reason why Oh My Venus didn't have a full value on the cult altar. He was poked heavily by BREN Esports.
Yeah, alongside Ogwin, they actually focus straight into the Faramis, which is not what you normally see. They usually go hunt down the mage, right?
Yep.
But that's not the case here for BREN, and they realize that once more the junglers just fighting over these small bits of jungle camps.
Yeah.
What matters here, BREN Esports know who's to target. But Haji is just raining down bursts onto the top lane. But Wise and 4 members of Blacklist International is spotting one. Will it be Ogwin for the casualty?
That was risky. A little bit of a pin down happening here, but here's a counter go here by BREN Esports. Cult Alder activated to save Wise, but not going to be enough. Lethal counter by Kaltizi. Executes the Panda. And that's a double kill for the Balmond. Will there be more though? Edward, he's trying to see if he can get a pick off here, at least for one member of BREN, but looks like it will not be enough.
A 3-man Petrify cannot save Blacklist International in there, as they have tried to go for the kill onto the Irithel. They have the Blazing Duet and they have the Heavy Spin, but they were quite disconnected in that fight. So what happened was BREN Esports punished them afterwards, and even through the Faramis ultimate, because if you get whittled down, if your HP is taken out, if your extra HP from the Cult Altar is taken out, you get stunned for a second. And if you proc that, so that Kaltizi will be on time to use the little counter.
Talking about timing for BREN Esports, Kaltizi still managed to secure the turtle. Oheb on the Blazing Duet.
That's huge, and Edward is now fighting alongside Wise here, getting pushed back into the turret. Is going to be Kaltizi. He's alive, but he's going to be able to make it down live, and there is Pandora hunting down that Vendetta. Haji, he's fighting back with as much firepower as he can. It's not going to be enough. Oh My Venus goes down as well. Oheb has to go on the run. He does not have Blazing Duet. And BREN Esports
is few done.
Flicker out. For a few, big win for BREN Esports despite losing Kaltizi and Ogwin. They pushed the mid lane. They also took out Oh My Venus. They will now be able to take out the purple buff as well. So despite them losing their jungler, this is still a big victory for BREN Esports because they keep Super Marco alive, and they have taken a big objective in the mid lane, taking that turret.
Talking about enabling Super Marco, it's on level 10 right now against Oheb. They're going in for the push. There's 3 members of BREN Esports right up top, but right now it's still Edward and also Fulvius Pandora down bottom, still defending the turret here. They're still safe. There's 3 members still holding the line for Blacklist.
That's a good siege. What a siege here by BREN Esports. Cold Alder used up, and Oheb, he's slowed down the cancel is huge here for BREN on the Blazing Duet.
They still managed to get out, but that was very scary for Blacklist International. Few utilizing his ultimate not for the kills but for the zone out. I think that's a smart way to approach this game, because if they continue to get the turrets, they will get economical advantage as well as map control. A wiser approach coming up from BREN Esports makes it so difficult for Blacklist International to even up in the mid-game.
Yeah, talking about map control, BREN Esports on to this point has clearly got some objectives right in the camp, going for the splits. And one thing that Blacklist can do is, if they can get one from BREN Esports, that could give so much way. But the objectives right now is leaning towards black and yellow. How is black and white will get through this objective taking right now?
Big questions here for BREN Esports.
A big
They
heavy
will be the
spin,
ones.
perhaps? Yeah, but it's gonna be 5 versus 4
Yeah.
in the favor of BREN Esports.
Edward is on the bottom side of the map here. And Lord is going to be half. Pandora's jumping in on the Haji. He's hunting him down. Here comes Wise with a heavy spin. He's pushing his way closer and closer into
Haji!
the Lord. Look at Haji! Oh my God, the better airstrike.
He's
And here
mad.
comes the Vendetta, who will get the Lord. Oh my goodness.
That's Kaltizi.
That's going to be Kaltizi.
They're not stopping. Oh My Venus is on the run. There's 3 members backing out. Wise was the casualty, but BREN Esports has taken the Lord and is going in for the push.
It really looked like it was Blacklist-sided. But because of you now,
Once more.
because of you and Kaltizi, Edward did not have as much impact into that backline play, despite it looking really good for the side of Blacklist International.
That's the funny thing. It looked so good, but the lethal counter retribution.
Exactly.
My God, you just can't get enough.
Yeah.
Get past it.
What they
Perfect.
wanted to do was to go for the Petrify play so that during the Retribution battle, it will be in favor of Wise, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Despite the heavy spin as well as the Petrify, the TZ Blade is still sharper this time.
Anything is possible right now, but Haji throwing down this feathered airstrike. There's Wise with a knock up in the heavy spin, pinning down one, but Pandora jumps out!
He's able to make it out of the heavy spin, but will not be enough to save his life. That'll be 1 man down for BREN Esports, but they will be able to get a push done on bottom in trade of that.
The defenses are up for BREN Esports.
Kaltizi, man, this invasion is such a nuisance. He's able to create a gap. You have to remember, Kaltizi died first. And he's already level 14, almost 15 against Wise's level 11.
That is huge.
That is
in terms of
definitely
retribution damage, that's like
Oh, Super
300.
Marco,
Oh
what?
my goodness, Super Marco
What?
on the back. Who does that? What
And
a
he gets
brave
out.
airfill.
How the confidence with this kid!
Edward
Edward, he's hunting
smells.
down. He smells blood like a shark in the water. Where is his airfill? Looks like he's going to be the one who is getting hunted down by the rest of the members of BREN, but that is a very, very slippery vendetta. The trade is a purple buff on the right for Blacklist,
Yep.
but BREN looking sharper as ever.
Oheb gets the double buff because of that, and then they get the push onto the bottom lane. Still, BREN Esports holds onto their lead. And Super Marco is feeling it. Imagine being brave enough, going in front of 5 members of Blacklist International to get out. And Wise! Where's
Wise
the
won.
damage though? Where's the damage?
No fancy footwork at all. Just straight up teamwork by Wise and Edward from Blacklist from behind.
This is just the pickoffs of Blacklist. They're trying to answer the question from ABC.
Oh, look at this, BREN. They
It's
can make
1,
something
2,
happen
3
here. They're
from
going to pull
BREN.
back in here. Edward already using up the dashes. Wise going to be absorbing some of that lethal counter damage. And the rest of BREN Esports are here to back him up. The pullback here by Pandora. He wants to dive in. He's looking for his targets. Oh, my Venus will be the one who is chosen by the Eye of Astaroth. Looks like he will be able to make it out.
no.
But for the meantime.
But while everything is happening, Edward is just doing his
Yep.
job as Agent Zero, pushing, clearing onto the bot lane, giving way for a possible split that we can see.
Back-to-back blunders from BREN Esports. Kaltizi being caught up top, and then the team fight that looked very disconnected for BREN Esports. Can they bring it back in the Lord hands though?
Now they're going to be the ones on the offensive here. Oh, and
yeah.
on the bot side,
Edward.
Few getting hunted down by Edward. On to Benedetta. Kaltizi all alone on the Lord here. Few trying to back up. Super Marco, don't forget this guy is very, very brave.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep your eyes onto that Irifel.
It doesn't scare anything from this one, but look at the positioning of BREN Esports right now. If Blacklist gets in a trap on how they want to have coverage onto this Lord, baiting them in, this could mean danger. But Wise is just waiting.
He's waiting. And there goes a real-world
That's the
manipulation.
jump.
Pandora jumps in to distract Blacklist.
Who gets it?
And who will be getting the 50-50 once more? It will be the lethal counter retribution combination coming in from Kyle TZ. And the fight is happening here.
Petrify.
The free man Petrify once more from Edward. He's chasing down BREN members. He is hunting them down. And Pandora will get taken out.
My God, what a player, Edward. It definitely could have been a BREN Esports battle victory once again. Edward stops 3 members of BREN Esports. But then again, the Lord is still in favor of Kyle TZ. My God, uncontested. I mean, he is contested all the time, but he secures the Lord. Retribution lethal counters are so good.
Oh,
He knocks one.
Oh my God.
Oh, Gwen.
He's down.
That should not happen right there. Oh my goodness, and now Blacklist, they're hunting down Kyle. He's actually burst out almost 100 to 0 here with the help of OHEB and the Blazing Doom at damage. Oh my goodness.
From the Filipino sniper to the Filipino gunner, it's still going to be Blacklist.
God, do you see the diversion play again? After their kill on Ogwen, they backed out and looked like as if they were trying to
Back
defend
off.
top lane.
Yeah.
Because that's the play, right?
Yeah.
There's the Lord marching up top. You get out of there. Edward kept his eyes onto Kyle TZ, and Kyle TZ farmed one of the scaled lizards. The conceal play from Blacklist International, which looked to be a back out play, is actually a fake out. That's how they were able to find the kill onto Kyle TZ. And like,
Mental warfare.
it's great shot calling again from Blacklist International.
Shot calling. This is Jedi mind tricks by Blacklist International, even making everything even. Look at this, even 100 peso lead onto this game.
It's pesos now, right?
Yeah,
Pesos now.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We're in the Philippines, but this just settles everything from the early game, that how they missed those opportunities.
Completely even Stevens on the gold. Almost 0-0.
Yeah.
Full reset here.
Again, this is getting more crucial.
Wise is way out.
All right, Edward, 2-man gank here on the bot side. Being
Oh, what a
hunted down
stun.
by both Super Marco
That's
and
jam.
Ogwen.
Is this a trap? Is this a trap? They're not falling for it. BREN is backing down.
2-man Astros hike.
Yo, Pandora, he wants blood. He's jumping in.
Oh no, they have activated the ultimate on Pandora, but they
Bro,
don't.
it's gonna be on
Blacklist-
cooldown.
Exactly. Blacklist International doesn't have the heavy spin though, so maybe that's a reason why Pandora still managed to utilize that. I think his ultimate will expire
Yep, exactly.
eventually.
And now both teams are waiting a few seconds on the next Lord here. 10 seconds on the clock before it spawns. Pandora's low, but he's going to have to go and back off here and get ready for the fight. And on the other side of the map, it is Edward against Super Marco.
There's another major objective the two teams can get, but they need to be worried about on who to target. Will it be Edward? Will it be the Lord? Or will it be Wise? How will BREN Esports answer this? Because the bot lane right now is being vulnerable for Edward. Right down bottom.
And BREN, they're going to have to go for it. This Lord is half, and Edwards is on the bottom side of the map. They got to finish this quickly, but the Cult Altar will delay them so much. Oh my, he's on the back. Wise pins down Super Marco. He fights the Airable, and that is huge. And now Blacklist, they're trying their best to push on bot, but they're also fighting around this Lord area.
What is the program what version of the program?
Protocol?
What is the version of the protocol? It's diversion.
Diversion by Edward.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable indeed.
Crazy mad.
There's no other word to describe it, man.
Super Marco was pinned down. Wise finds him. A massive play from the king of the jungle.
Wise. Just getting wiser onto this 5 games.
How crazy is the Faramis ult plus the OHEB Blazing Do It? So much damage that you get output, and already it's utilized as a poke. I liked what Blacklist International did. Instead of utilizing OHEB to be the sweeper of kills, they used him to poke, which actually prevented
Works.
the defense. It worked.
It worked. I mean, it caught Bren off guard.
Exactly.
This is just getting closer and closer to the base of BREN Esports right now. Immortality's up for Oheb and N-Word. They can actually strike the heart of the base right now. But who's the target? Who's going to be on the defense?
It's going to be
airstrike
a
has
bot
been
lane
used.
push here. And looks like Blacklist will be pushed back here with the help of the damage output from you. It's going to be another reset.
Honest defense coming
Again.
up from BREN Esports.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of a breather.
Yeah,
Calm before the storm.
Let us take a breath right now for this game. Blacklist International BREN Esports was the checklist here for BREN. Who do they target? Blacklist has 4K gold lead.
Oh, definitely Oheb. Somebody has to take care of the minion waves. That's the thing with the Phobias, right? It's very strong when it comes to team fights, but when it comes to off-map plays, like when you play the opposite lane, you don't have the wave clear for that. You don't have a dead lane hero, in a way.
Yeah, that's the weakness of the Phobias is it's not really a viable split pusher.
Exactly.
The only value you can get from it is if you join the team fight, everyone is jumping everywhere using their dash spells.
Yep.
And Blacklist is just not biting into that. Their dasher, their main dasher, is always on the other side of the fight.
Well,
of the other side of the map, rather.
That is very true.
Yeah, you have a Blacklist International here. They know, they have learned the lesson on to 5 games. They know what space to create against Pandora, even for few. So right now, the only thing to do is to split everything, split BREN Esports on how they wanted to attack, because that's the strong potential of BREN Esports right now, the team fighting capability. And if you split it, everything just works well.
Oh, look at this. Ogun might step into the dead zone.
Oh, the
No.
kill
The
box.
damage from Oheb, look at
The kill
that!
box.
No!
Oh, Pandora.
Oh, heavy spin
He's
and red
getting
push.
hunted down here.
What a pushback coming up from Pandora.
Beautiful pushback, and there's the fight going in. Haji takes out Pandora in the end. Here's a blazing duet, but the Cold Altar is split
Oheb,
up.
Oheb.
Oh my god, Haji will go down.
Edward.
Edward hunts down Feudo, and that will be a trade of mage for mage. It's also Pandora.
A 2-1.
Oheb is activated now. It's Oheb time, honestly. If we're looking at how he's able to output the damage for the first 4 games of the series, Oheb has been very quiet, but this time he's actually dishing out so much. He's the main DPS of Blacklist International, and he's proving to be the man for the task.
Hey, we have Oheb here for the man of the hour.
Fully activated.
It's now the protocol online for Blacklist International. What's the kill code for BREN here?
Another Shadow Stampede pulling back Kalkizi. He has mortality, but he is low. He's going to rejoin the fight. Will get taken out by this Claude.
There's no...
And while that's happening, Weiss is working on the Lord this time, and they're gonna be on time. And there it is. Oheb and Oh My Venus with the pokes. They're more than enough. The control of the map belongs to Blacklist International.
This is just getting scarier for BREN Esports. They will defend the base, and they need to worry about Edward and Oh My Venus here. Oheb is just clearly mad.
Corrosion Scythe for Oheb for all the slows. That is such a tech item. And look at this, they're freezing some of the lanes, like in the mid lane.
Yep.
And wanted to make sure that bottom and mid lane
And top.
and top are gonna attack all together. A 3-pronged attack
Here
from
we
Blacklist
go.
International.
Top lane is Edward and Wise. We got Oheb on mid. Oh My Venus and Haji on the bottom. Getting primed and ready. The Lord's also on the bottom, so that's something that BREN has to watch out for.
What is going to be the kill code, or will there be a plan here for BREN Esports?
Feather airstrike already used up. Pandora's jumping in. Haji getting hunted down by Ogun, but not going to have enough damage taken
Oheb!
out. And there goes the square. There goes the box, the real world manipulation. They're going to have to fight for it. And Oheb is doing Oheb things here. Ladies and gentlemen.
BREN is going in for the defense. BREN
Haji!
is going for the defense. Haji here is just waiting for the right opportunity
He
to
has
strike.
feathered airstrike
no
again.
turrets for BREN Esports. What's the plan here?
It's going to have to be the ultimate defense here for BREN Esports.
Can
as
they hold
5
it?
members of Blacklist want to go for that fight. They're roaring. They are asking for it.
Oh, will they answer something here for BREN? It's going to be the defense. There's no minions yet for Blacklist International.
What will
Will
be the
they
call
put
here?
BREN Esports down in the lower bracket in the playoffs?
Here's a 5-man. There goes the feather airstrike. The zones being outputted by the mages. Few with the real world will be able to clean up house.
It's
Almost
still-
literally.
It's still a defense.
Honest defense from BREN Esports. They will live to see another few minutes in this game. Haji gonna be stealing this purple buff.
1 minute on the clock here for the next Lord.
You can see that there's a lot of respect on BLACKLIST International because Few's defensive capabilities on this Eve still pretty high.
It's phenomenal.
Still, wave clear. And if you also look at the Irithel, it's also one of those marksmen that can easily shove a wave. So that is how BLACKLIST International have understood this game. No matter what happens, when Few and when Super Marco is still alive, there's no way to end the game yet.
Nobody is still going to go through something difficult again. If BREN Esports can get a clutch out of this fight, their tournament lives depend on this one.
Magic sent her to spot out Weiss.
Wait. Look at this. You can already see that BLACKLIST is setting up for a 1-4 split again.
Yep.
And BREN Esports, you know what? They said, we see you. We see you, Edward.
Okay, we have learned something else. Coach Ducky knows it. So something out of this fight could either turn the tables. Either BLACKLIST can bait BREN
Weiss finds
Esports
Pandora.
in.
Oh, Pandora.
spots
Oh, you
one.
want to fight? You jump in there and you take it. And there goes the Cold Alder here, activated once more, saving the rest of BLACKLIST members. They might have to back off here. Edward is on top side. He's on push duty right now. But looks like BLACKLIST, they will re-engage. They will try to take this Lord once more. Kaltizi's close. Ogun as well. Two members of BREN are on the defense, so there's not going to be any big split pushes happening anytime soon.
Oh, they're gonna concede this time. Without Pandora, they don't have the team fight. And this means BLACKLIST International will be able to clear that Lord. And you can see that Oh My Venus and Edward are already one-upping BREN Esports as they poked him through. And that's the Lord secured again by BLACKLIST International. Lord number 5 belongs to them. And this is an evolved Lord with extra lightning.
Talking about the edge of destroying the base of BREN Esports with
Weiss?
no Pandora.
What is this?
What is
the
this? Long
He just
route?
clearly jumped and walked.
He held it down you, but he gets Super Marco
What?
instead with the help of Oheb. I can't believe it. The clear is still going to be there. Few is still alive. And with that, will BLACKLIST try to end? I don't think so. Here comes the Lord, though. They will have to try. The arm man down.
Pandora is back here though, but there's no damage. Will the damage be enough for BLACKLIST International? Who's calling the shots? It's
Pandora's
Pandora,
low.
dropping low on HP. What's the plan of BREN Esports
He's
now?
doing the damage.
No,
Look at the
the
base.
base.
The dash will be game.
In the last clashes, the Lord dances. The 4-1 strategy, so many strats put together. And in one last blow, Weiss went into the edge of the map for a very questionable play. But it was very smart all along. Normal people will not understand what he did. People like us,
No.
we will not make sense of it, but it is Weiss with his intergalactic intelligence going for the full wraparound, taking out Super Marco for the jugular against BREN Esports.
Weiss clearly walked on lava. And you can hear how the crowd has just completely exploded right here in the Blue Leaf Cosmopolitan. It's BLACKLIST International winning the fight in a 3-2 score, putting BREN Esports down
And
in the lower bracket.
just like that, BLACKLIST has the high ground.
Yo, it's still a Star Wars reference.
They got the high ground now.
And it's also an intergalactic play now. BLACKLIST Intergalactic, ladies and gentlemen.
Intergalactic. We're done with the Earth. Yeah, we're out here.
That was
Pop
out of this.
culture.
It literally out of this world.
It's out of this world.
That play,
Weiss
God.
looked like he was AFK walking in the edge of the map.
standing there.
When you get disconnected, you walk like that, right?
Yes. And when your ping is like 100 or 200 and going red, that's exactly
God.
what happened.
He's walking at the edge of the world for that intergalactic play. Please don't try that at home.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Most likely
not.
you will fail. That is such a risky
Oh
move.
my
And in the end,
word.
it did pay off for Blacklist in the end.
Well, speaking of paying in the end, everything just went on the side of the protocol of Blacklist International. They're on the upper bracket. Just imagine being on the first day on the job, you get 5 games straight. And that's how you prove it. The force is strong with Blacklist International.
Huge props to BREN Esports for pushing it that far.
Exactly.
Again, I have to remind them, huge rookie team here.
Yeah. Not a pushover at all. BREN
No.
Esports, they belong in the playoffs. No one can say otherwise.
Literal coin toss in that game.
No one is still safe.